Good morning, everybody, and ooh, look at that zit right here. I know I'm a little late for the party, but it's still January, and I don't care. First, let me start by saying 2022 was one of the best years. So many great movies came out this year, last year, which kind of made the task of making this list a very challenging one. Also, just to be clear, this is not a review. I'm just gonna go through them quickly, but I will probably make a separate video for some of these movies. And of course, this is spoiler free. Starting with honorable mentions. Some of the best films that came out last year, and I could have easily fit them into this list. Films like RRR, Decision to Live, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, Turning Red. If you haven't watched them, I deeply recommend, and really, any movie on this list, you can't go wrong. And with that being said, let's begin. Number 10, Avatar, The Way of Water. I watched this one in the most appropriate way you should watch this film. IMAX, 3D, with the funny glasses and everything. And even though it's definitely not a perfect film, it was an incredible experience. Like the best ride in a theme park. Visually wise, it's probably the most breathtaking film on this list. And not just this list, probably in any list. James Cameron has done it again. Number 9, The Menu. This film was a very nice surprise. It proves that you don't need multiple locations or big budget effects to make a good, enjoyable and clever movie. From the cast to the unpredictable and unique story and the commentary on society, this movie was pure fun. Number 8, Pinocchio, the good one. Del Toro creates this magical world. It feels like a dark fantasy that you're being drawn into, with amazing visuals and probably one of the best adaptations to the story of Pinocchio. Number 7, Till. Definitely the movie I cried the most while watching. This year has a lot of strong lead actress performances, and this is one of them. I also appreciate the fact that they could have easily focused on the violence itself, but they chose to show the struggle from a mother point of view. A very important film. Number 6, Top Gun Maverick. Look, you can call it a Hollywood blockbuster popcorn movie, I don't care. I've been waiting for something like this for decades. A big budget movie that was made with care. You gotta respect it. They could have easily relied heavily on CGI, but chose to use real stunts, real airplanes, and one Tom Cruise at the age of 59. Still crazy. And that's why we like him. Alright, time to get serious now with number 5, The Fablements. Wait a minute, James Cameron, Tom Cruise, and Steven Spielberg all in the same conversation in the same year? Are we back in the 90s? What's going on? I keep asking myself why I have such a deep connection with this movie. Maybe because I'm a filmmaker myself, from a Jewish family that is far from being perfect. I don't know. Either way, there's no denying that this is one of Spielberg's best movies in recent years. Number 4, Aftersun. A24 brought us so many great films, but this one caught me off guard, like a punch to the stomach. It's a human story about a very complex subject, and it deals with it in a very realistic way. Not often do you see a movie that displays memories in such an accurate manner. I feel like everyone can connect to this in some way from a deep personal experience. Paul Mescal is incredible, and of course, Frankie Corio, so young, so talented. Go watch this and get your tissue ready. You're gonna need it. Number 3, Tar. I did not expect this movie to grow on me like that. In the first, I want to say 20 to 30 minutes, I was sitting in the theater thinking, yeah, this is not exactly for a broad audience. A slow burn to say the least, but the more it went on, the more I was sucked into it. It took so many interesting turns that I became fully invested in connecting the pieces together. And by the time it was over, I was like, I need to watch this again. And of course, how can we talk about Tar without talking about Cate Blanchett? Like I said, this year was a year of strong female performances, and this one might be the best of the year. Definitely one of the best performances of her career. Number 2, The Banshees of Inisherin. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Yes, this is a very weird movie, but also a very beautiful movie, a very funny movie, and a touchy movie. It's a dark, fantasy almost, about two friends. And honestly, you can kinda understand and relate to both sides in this. It's almost like dancing around what's right or wrong. This film has just the right amount of bizarreness that I like. Colin Farrell is killing it this year. This one, The Batman. But wait, there's one more left. And number 1, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, such a long name, is not only the best movie of 2022, this is one of the best movies in cinema history. That's right, I said it. Easily one of the best movie experiences I had in the theater. That's why I had to see it in the theater twice, to experience it on the big screen as much as I can while I still have the chance. How can you even explain this film? It's a drama, comedy, action. The answer is yes. It's everything all at once. And mark my words, years from now, people are gonna look back on this film as an all-time classic. Or one of these big cult following movies. Michelle Yeoh with another unforgettable performance, maybe the best of her amazing career. It's almost impossible to talk about the plot without spoiling it, so I'm not gonna. I'll just say this, you will laugh, you will cry, you will enjoy this film. Go watch it. And that's it, my top 10 films of 2022. I can't wait for this year, so many upcoming movies, and I'm inviting you all to experience it with me. What's your favorite films of 2022? I would love to hear your top 10. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.